Welcome back to the channel. So today we've got another 2024 i5 M60. This time it is in Phitonic blue, very deep blue. It got some metallic flaking, not as much as say Tanzanite, but I think it's a pretty good looking blue, especially in the sun. So this is a store inventory G60 chassis, full electric vehicle. Let's go over what we have in front of us. So, of course, the M60 M Performance version of the i5 comes with M Sport as default. You see Shadowline package, or now it's called M Sport Professional, which means you get these very nice daytime ring lights, although I prefer the ones on the X5, X6. I think the slightly better aero design would be even better. And we've got core ring light right there. And then we have the illuminated M kidney grille, which is part of the M Sport Professional package. See sensors in here, which will or could include Driving Assistance Pro. I think this one does have it by default. And by default, I mean ordered on the car. And parking assistance cameras, which means at least the premium package on this vehicle. And it's a little bit off-centered. We have our M badging here and horizontal kidney slat in singular rather than plural. Take a step back. There's that 3/4 view of Phitonic blue. Then over on the side, we have style 938M wheels, and they sort of remind me a little bit of the wheels on the F10 M5. Very skinny spokes. Of course, this all has some black in it, which gives the illusion of that star in silver, but spokes go all the way to the edge of the rim of the wheel. We have the red M Sport calipers, and then I think these are summer performance tires on this one, Continentals. 245 up front, 275 in the rear. Here's that side profile. We'll make our way to the back, where we've got a gurney flap in high gloss black, i5 badging and M60 badging in chrome, and our faux diffuser, and very narrow tail lights. Then exaggerated font size of the M badge. There's that 3/4 view again from the rear. And side profile. All right, we'll make our way inside. Go over pricing and options on this battery electric vehicle. So battery size 81.2 kilowatt hours. It's roughly the same as the i4 underneath the skin of the car. All right, so opening up, we have the espresso brown Vaganza imitation leather, if you will. Seats are powered everywhere, so no manual adjustments here for the head restraint. But the quilting and perforation look really nice. It's a very deep and dark brown, which I think goes well against Phitonic blue. Then you have adjustments down here for the lumbar support. Side bolster can be done through the menu in the screen for seat comfort. And then other adjustments. And a powered crumb catcher. Again, adjustments for there are found in the seat comfort app. And door card. So black on top, espresso brown in the middle. Your interaction bar on the door card, and Bowers & Wilkins sound system, which is standard on the i5 M60. It's not the diamond surround sound system, sort of a glorified Bowers & Wilkins, but not quite up to those standards of what you might see on, say, an M8. So in front of me, we've got our standard M Sport steering wheel, M badging, and stitching on the M Performance models. A boost little pole here for the, it's like a shift paddle, that's what it is. Then red stripe at the 12 o'clock. And we turn on the vehicle. So in front of me, iDrive 8.5 live cockpit. And somehow it looks like the service reminder wasn't set correctly. Then we got the heads-up display, and then the rest of the curved display. I think the good thing about 8.5 is you can use the iDrive controller to get to just about everything, including the climate menu here without creating a shortcut. And within it, you can use the scroll wheel to get around to different things. It's an improvement, but you still can't get to the temperature. So a little bit of a drawback there. And the trim here is the carbon fiber trim with dark silver accent, which I think looks really nice. And you can see that interaction bar in the M colors, going blue, red, and some purple mixed in there. Then we got our wireless charging tray on the left-hand side, just a holder over here on the right-hand side, and then cup holders, USB-C charging ports, gear selector nub, and iDrive controller, and the scroll wheel for the volume. All right, so starting price of the i5 M60 is $84,100. Photonic Blue, another $650. Vaganza is included. Driving Assistance Pro for another $2,000. N Sport Pro for another $1,050. The premium package for another $2,000. Then we got $800 for those 20-inch wheels. Then $500 for the front and rear heated seats. Sky Lounge roof, an a la carte option for $600, which is also part of the executive package. And then $300 for the carbon fiber trim. All told, the MSRP of this particular example, just a little bit under $93,000. And I'll also have to mention, so there's lots of support for the i5, so there's a lease credit of $7,500, so some loyalty credit involved in there too. So if you're coming from another BMW, you have a pretty good deal on this one, although I think you can probably also adjust the price down a little bit, but that's just my opinion. All right, I'll move to the back seat. Again, there is no comfort access on the rear doors. And here is the view of the espresso brown interior. And here's the view of the cockpit from the back seat. And our Sky Lounge, really big panoramic glass panel, it does not open. And then USB-C charging ports in the back, and you got rear seated. Then we got USB-C charging ports in the back here, as well as heated seats for the rear passengers. You also have an extra USB-C charging port in the back of each front seat. Yeah, knee room, legroom, really, really good. And headroom, not really an issue in the i5, I'm about 5'11". I will note, 4-zone climate control is not available in the US market. However, you can get it through the individual program for $650. Strange enough, Canada does have it, but not on the US market, even though the i4 has a rear climate control zone for rear passengers. The i5 does not, but the i7 does. Sort of like a big mess there for BMW USA. All right, so move into the back. So we use our kick to open. And here's the cargo area, which is a little bit more refined than the gas-powered version. You can also fold down those rear seats. And then you got your cables there. I think that's a NEMA 1450. And charging cable down below. Extra storage space for your needs. So everything you need to charge the car is included in the car. You also have access to Electrify America, so you have 30-minute charging sessions at DC fast chargers throughout the day. You can do it multiple times a day, although you probably really won't need it multiple times a day, but it is available. And so you go from 10 to, I think, 80% in about 30 minutes. And this is capable of charging at 205 kilowatts. So, underneath the hood, there's lots of plastic. So down below that is a motor over the front axle. And since this is the M60, it's all-wheel drive. Close the hood properly right there. It does have dual motors, giving you 590 horsepower and up to, I think it's 586 torques. So a huge amount of power available to you. Range, 20-inch wheels, you're looking between, I think, 240-ish to 270 miles of range, depending on the wheels. So, is it adequate for you? That's a question for your use case. That's it for a quick tour around another i5. We'll see you at the next video.